All right, this is Jeremiah. I mean, Slack. Yeah, Jeremiah. Slack. Jeremiah 8:20. It says the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. Okay. All right. So in this, that's that's the mind state we're supposed to be in. All right. Wanting to this nightmare to end. Okay. We want this nightmare to end. All right. We want to wake up from this night. All right. And wake up to the kingdom. You know. All right. So this is Romans 8 and 19. It says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God." So it goes back to that second Ezra 4 and 26 to 28. You know, your earnest expectation is to get out of America, to get out of this God forsaken place, to to basically be saved, man, from all this oppression, man. All right. This is Daniel. Let me see if I have more. There was more on that, but for time's sake, I'm just cut it. And this is Daniel. It's like Daniel 7 and 18. All right. It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever, even forever and ever." All right. It says, "Then I would know the truth of Slakia." Right. "Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom three fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows." And that's talking about the Roman Empire, who took down the Babylonians, who took down the Medio. I mean, well, who came after? They didn't take them down. Who came after the Babylonians and the Medio Persians and the Greeks? All right. Uh, Verse 21. "And I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them." All right, that already happened. 70 A.D. It says, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment, and you know that also correlates into now. All right, so it's even right now they're gonna make war with us. All right, so until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. All right, and that's going to happen. That's the transition point where we take, you know, away away Esau's his rulership. It says, "Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them. and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue three kings, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and a dividing of times. But judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom of and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints, Israelites, the elect of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve Salakia, shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart. All right. So that's it. This is Second Ezra 6:20. All right, and I'm gonna close out with this. Okay, because and that's it really sums it all up because we supposed to think think and meditate on these prophecies. Okay, so we can comfort ourselves during these evil times because this is what's next. Like I said, we living for the day of not the actual day of tomorrow, but the world of tomorrow. The world of tomorrow. Okay, and I'm not talking about Esau's westernized world. I'm talking about the kingdom of heaven under the rulership and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. All right, so this is Second Ezra 6:20. It says, "And when the world that shall begin to vanish away, right now, that's why it's such evil things happening. There's so many um, diverse, disasters happening all at once, all at one time. Right now, even as we speak, we have over 200 wildfires that's happening in Alaska. All right, and I just I just seen the article that said in California that well, I'll get it. Said I'll just read the heading of the heading of the article. It says water level in reservoir formed by Hoover Dam dips to record low. All right, and just look that article up. All right, it says the largest capacity reservoir in the United States has hit its lowest water level in history, following years of severe following years of severe drought that have dramatically reduced flows from the Colorado River. All right. Water managers said on Wednesday, officials said Nevada's Lake Mead, the 79-year-old reservoir created by a massive Hoover Dam, registered 1,074 feet, all right, 327 meters above sea level late on Tuesday, but was able to rise above a critical mark by early on Wednesday morning. So basically, they lose the water that they have stored for the last 79 years. Okay, and that's huge. So, all right. With that being said, it says, "And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I shew these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together." All right. So, and simply that's what's happening. All right. The book is open. All right, because you got My nigga ass, all right, which the world looks at me as. That's the only reason why I said that is because they look at me as nothing. All right, useless eater. Okay, which I probably work harder than a lot of you people out there. Okay, so they look at my nigger as and my fellow nigger brothers who doing this work. They look at us as nothing, you know. But we're able to open this book and to give you these prophecies and to tell you that your downfall is coming, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, it says, and they shall see all together. All right, so the world is seeing all these, you know, the things happening and the prophecies culminating and coming to pass. All right. I jump to verse 22. Well, I'll read verse 21. It says, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. Now that's premature babies, all right? And need I say more? It's been happening in this time, okay? That's it. See, that's what this is perfect, man. This is perfect. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Detroit, okay? Um, you got places filing for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy, all right? The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and that's food shortages, man. They don't have enough food. They're losing food in their pantries, all right? So that's been big in the news, okay? So like the scriptures say, man, the prudent man seeketh to his going, all right? Or with a wise man, all right? Proverbs 22:3. We see the things that's happening, man. We see it. If you can't see it, man, I ain't got time to be wasted. We just don't, all right? Seek the Lord while he may be found. The scriptures say that. Okay, so you're supposed to be seeking the Lord right now and being diligent. This is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, so we foresee the premature babies and the books being opened, the books being the Bible being broken down clearly, and the revealment of the mysteries. All right, what else? Women bringing forth. Oh no, the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. We're witnessing that, man. We're witnessing that with our very eyes, man. So we foresee all these things. Okay, we foresee the evil. All right. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound. Verse 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. World War III, martial law, race riots. All right, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, pursuing to Jeremiah 30. All right, it says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another, like enemies. And you tell me it ain't happening on a wide. I mean, even in TV they're showing you that. Okay, even on TV they're showing you that. Okay, I'm gonna close out. It says, like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. I just read the article. All right. I wish I could put it up for you numbskulls. All right. You know, so you can see it. but go on End Times headlines, and the article clearly says, Slocky, it clearly says water level in reservoir formed by Hoover Dam dips to record low. All right. Now, I didn't make this up. It says the springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. Not the beginning, not 10 years from now, not 20 years from now, not, no, I'm going to raise my great grandchildren or see my great grandchildren. This world is coming to an end, point blank and period, man. It says, verse 26, and the men that are received shall see it. The men that are received, that means the elect. Okay, so some people that's not gonna receive it. All right. It says, who have not tasted death from their birth. It sound like familiar scripture to me. Sound like Matthew 24 for you Old Testament Israelites who don't read nothing but the Old Testament. And said, and you say that the Messiah hasn't come. He came. You even got Greek scholars that acknowledge that he came. All right. A lot of them scoff, but they know he was on this earth. All right. It says, have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants. So that means there's gonna be brothers that's not gonna die, and they're gonna witness the salvation. All right. So it says, in the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed. The mind of the inhabitants. So another world is coming along with another spirit in the world, as far as people's mindset. All right. Now that brings me to another scripture, Hebrews 8:8. All right. We're gonna we're gonna think perfectly by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh's standards. All right. So it says, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. All right. Another word for declared is to be clear. All right, so it's gonna be clear. All right, so and with that, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna close out and say, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, double honors to the elders, and shalom to the brothers.